You read the question, I will know the answer.
And we'll do TikTok until, like, you can answer it.
Well, first of all...
Give you 30 seconds on the clock to answer the question.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hot. Is Bobby on the line? Because can I talk to someone safe, please? You're inside My Fix It Up Life with Mark and Theresa. Today we're taking you out of the house and into the backyard. We're getting all decked out from post hole to cap rail. And to help you get a little extra muscle into your Fix It Up work, we're giving away a Red Ripper to one lucky fan. So take a break from your hectic Fix It Up life and find out what's new in home improvement from our family to yours. It's all happening next on My Fix It Up Life.
Welcome to My Fix It Up Life.
We have New York news.
We do have New York news.
Yeah, we're going to be broadcasting live from New York in a few weeks.
A couple weeks from some fancy hotel. I actually don't know the hotel.
I don't remember.
But our friends at Stanley have invited us to share their new tool introduction.
And on today's show, we have a really cool special guest, an expert. A Dexpert. And guess who's going to get the first one in North America?
I'm raising my hand.
Yeah, he's raising his hand.
It's us. Or are looking for a deck safety checklist here in Deck Safety Month.
Mm-hmm.
Check out nadra.org.
And there's a link from our website to the deck safety checklist too. So you can just search online at myfixituplife.com and you can find it. It's a really important resource.
Yes.
Well, Lexi's turning 9 this weekend.
Killing me.
Yeah.
We have a date planned.
Well, she doesn't know it yet, but they have a daddy-daughter date. And speaking of daddies and daughters, my dad's birthday is this weekend too.
Oh, big one for him too.
76.
Yeah, man.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Grandpa Boz.
Yeah. I'm dying to say this. He's built more than $30 million worth of decks and porches.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of money.
That's a big deal, and no joke, he's whacking them out 80 G's at a pop.
And we have a cool tool ready to give away today, the Red Ripper from Roofer's World.
That's why I'm wearing a red shirt.
And I read that the new law requires the installation of energy-efficient reflective roofs or green roofs on all new no and low slope roofs throughout the city. So that's pretty cool. Huge
in the heat island effect. That's another huge thing to lower our demand of fossil fuels for that kind of stuff.
Totally. The National Association of Home Builders.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a checklist on their website, nahb.org, and you search checklist for hiring a builder or remodeler, and they have the standard things that you look for.
Check their references, that sort of deal.
But there's some really good things in here that we talk about sometimes too, which is to be cautious of unusually low-priced bids. So if you get bids from a bunch of different contractors, and 3 is a good number to try to get, and 1 is ridiculously low, well, they might not know what they're doing. They might not have listened to what you were asking about. They might be planning on charging you for a lot of things at the end of the project.
Hitting you up with the change order, the oh geez, I didn't know.
So be careful about something that's completely off the mark. He's trying to be like Bob Barker from The Price is Right, I think.
Oh no, this isn't long enough.
And it's unnerving to me a little bit, and I'm a little distracted by the whole thing, so...
So she's making weird hand motions.
The thing about our relationship is that my husband, Mark, can't...
Here's where I fail somehow.
Like, nonverbal cue, they don't work. They just don't work. I'm a big fan of men using those products, by the way.
Simple, smart, and effective solution for a guy like me who may or may not have locked his keys in his car more than once.
Oh, yeah.
Running. Anyway, if you have a receiver hitch on your vehicle, there is an accessory you can buy called Hitch Sink. Their website is hitchsafe.com.
Yeah, I don't think we have time for that right now, but we'll be back in just a minute with more My Fix It Up Life. How do you know that I like that?
Who doesn't?
And you're inside My Fix It Up Life with Mark and Theresa, and for everyone else out there besides Mark, who's out there boogieing,
I'm going to stand up for the rest
as
of the show.
I like to say, getting their boogie on.
I'm standing up for the rest of the show.
Should I play the song again for you?
Would you not do that? It's probably not good for my
I would
blood pressure.
request no.
Alright.
It would work, but what I would do is get an angle grinder and a metal cutting wheel. And that will take care of it in very short order, because those wheels and the RPMs and there you go.
Well, yeah, angle grinder, you can use that to cope too, right?
You can use it to cope. Yeah, definitely. You can use it to cope molding. You can use it to cut. You can use it to sand. So a lot of paint removal kind of stuff. It's an extremely aggressive tool, though.
Well, that's a good thing. I mean, you can do it. It is possible to do it, but it depends on how much money you have to spend.
At popularmechanics.com.
Now, in the real wood market for decking materials, what would you recommend as something that's low maintenance for someone looking for a new deck? Well, and the reason why he won the Red Ripper is that he said that he bought one and it developed legs and it walked away.
What I managed to do with the Dremel 8200 was I could pretty much get it right where I needed it to be with one operation. House.
And we love it when you post a comment, when you ask us a question, because we know what you're thinking about, and then we'll talk about it on the show, and maybe even answer your question on our show too.
Be part of the show.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a little like Sweet Martindale 70s game. How you doing?